Should the Niners do what the Rams are doing? They just traded for Trent McDuffie. They might trade for Max Crosby. They're not messing around, dude. They're dropping what on the table. Should the Niners do the same, or should they be meek?
I think they should be meek. And not. I know meek sounds like retreat or surrender, but just in this phase of the offseason, we're not done yet, guys. We're close, but we have to, for lack of a better term, we got to eat it for one more season, right? And that is, they've got to go face that beast. They got to go get younger. They have to go get those draft picks. They can't sit here and pay these guys and bring in more guys where we kick the can down the road and lie to the fans and we're quasi going after a Super Bowl. That can't be the narrative. They're close. We already know that April 1 is the showdown. This is where it's all about. Everybody's waiting on whether or not the Niners are going to pay Trent Williams that $10 million that he's due. Then we'll know. We'll know exactly where the Niners stand. And if the shift in the building of Kyle kind of getting nipped from the financial side of the game, we'll know if it's true or not. So that's what I'm essentially waiting for as far as free agency is concerned. Outside of that, spending money, is it safe to say that they got to ask now to spend money now? They can't just – I don't think that it's as liberal as it used to be.
That's the sense I get. I get the sense that in LA, the football people have ultimate power and they get what they want. You have owners with deep pockets who trust Les Snead and Sean McVay. So if they say, hey, we need Trent McDuffie, we need Max Crosby, they say, great, let us know how much to write the check for. I think the Niners used to have it that way. I think John and Kyle got nothing but yeses from the Yorks for years. And it all culminated with that awful, awful, awful extension for Brandon Ayuk, which no one in the organization wanted other than Kyle. He insisted. He overruled everyone. It blew up in their faces immediately. And I just wonder if – I don't think he can do that anymore. I feel like the ultimate decisions now are coming from not football people, money people, Parag and the Yorks. So that's why I feel like Trent isn't going to get the extension he wants. In the past, he could always lean on his relationship with Kyle, and if Parag was playing hardball, he could make a call, and Kyle could make a call and get it done. I don't know that it works that way anymore in Santa Clara.
I feel the same way too, Grant. We saw shades of that with Juwan Jennings not getting the deal that he wanted. Right now, we're going to see if they're going to follow suit with not acquiescing to Trent wanting more guaranteed money. Essentially, he's reneging on the deal. Let's just be honest. That's what he's doing. He has a deal. He's in the middle of it, and he's saying, you know what? This doesn't work for me. I want us to redo the deal. And, I would not be mad if the Niners told the organization, let's be clear. I wouldn't be mad if the organization told Trent, hey, kick rocks, man. Go try.
We don't do business like that anymore.
Yeah, days are over. We don't do that anymore. And you know what? And I'm not even mad at you because we're sending mixed signals because it's happened before. But things have changed, right? And I would love for the organization to close the door on the coaching staff and send their asses out there to go get a tackle. He's not coming back. Go get a tackle. When did they pick up Joe Staley? What pick? 27th, 28th?
28.
They picked up Joe Staley 28th overall. Go get a tackle. And again, Grant, what's the plan? The Niners don't have a plan to replace Trent Williams. What's the plan going to be? Go get a guy, put a helmet on him, preferably with a shirt and a number on his back with his last name, and play him. That's the plan.
I mean, I could see Parag and Jed being like, no, we're not going to go get you Max Crosby. You know what you're going to do, John? You're going to draft the guy. And Kyle, you're going to coach him up. That's what we pay you to do. We, Parag and Jed, have been buying our way out of your mistakes for years. It's over. It's over, man. You got to draft. You got to coach them up. If you can't do it, guess what? Your contracts expire pretty soon. So I think it's in your interest to make this one work. I think you guys, it would really be smart to have a great draft this year.
There you go. How about this? Here goes a wild concept. You take the players that we give you and go win with those players.
Yeah.
How about that? And the time that you have with those players before the beginning of the season is when you get them prepared. Is that a deal? I just feel like Kyle and these guys have groomed us into thinking that they're some type of special case. They're like God's gift to football. Like they're like this test case on what elitism looks like when football is involved. It's like, no, dude.
It's like
Everybody
his
else
system is so immaculate and so complex that you have to have a PhD before you can even get on the field.
Right. We can't draft any players that could play in this system right away. They've got to be vetted. All right. We can't get guys ready. It's almost like they talk about how hard it is to get ready until their back's against the wall and they're just ready all of a sudden. What did it take to get Trent Williams ready when they drafted him? I mean, when they traded for him for a 5th round in the middle of the offseason? Was anybody talking about how are we going to get Trent Williams ready for week 1?
No. And, they've done it before. Brandon Ayuk started week 1. Mike McGlinchey started week 1. Like, when he's had to do it, he's done it.
Right. Right. They're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. There's tackles for us to draft. We already talked about Monroe Freeling is there. Lomu is there. If they really needed to go get a tackle, if they really needed to go get a tackle, there's enough time for them to go get one in the 1st round. Go draft a tackle and get ready, right? And for anybody saying, oh, man, you guys are being so flippant with the Niners. Dude, we're not winning a Super Bowl this year. If there was ever a time to get it together.
Newsflash.
Get it together now. So I don't know. Trent may be overplaying it. I think Trent may be playing himself this time. I don't think he has the leverage that he thinks he does. Because usually that leverage is always undergirded with the panic of the coaching staff to kind of characterize like, hey, let me tell you what this really means. And they don't have that anymore. Now it's like, we don't care.
Yeah.
He's got to honor his contract.
Yeah, like coaches like, oh, what are we going to do without Trent? I don't think Parag really get figured out. What you'll do with the other 31 teams that don't have Trent Williams do. Figure it out.
I'll say this to kind of put a pin on this. You don't covet players like this if you didn't win with them. We didn't win with these guys. You have to recognize that. We did not win with these guys. Mm-hmm. So what are we going to do? Are we going to just thank them for the good years and let them ride off into the sunset while they bilk us for guaranteed money every time their contract comes up? Or are we finally going to at least move on from them? One would even say that we're kind of past the point where we can even get any assets for any of these guys anymore because we've paid them so much and kept them so long. They've accrued so many injuries. But really, what have they done for us to keep breaking the contracts for them to give them guaranteed money? We haven't won anything.
No. I love it. I think it's time. It's been time for the Yorks to get tough. And at least, I'm not saying, well, I have been saying fire them, but at least get tough. And they are. We'll see what they do. Their jobs depend on this draft, and Coach and I will do our best to help them. Nick H says, Kyle Shanahan can't develop or draft. He said Moody has talent. Then Tyler says, you think the Niners spend more money on D or O in free agency?
Defense.
Maybe defense. I just feel like all the players the Niners got for Kyle Shanahan last year, he didn't like or use, except for Mac Jones.
Feels like he wasn't involved in the first half of the draft.
Or free agent. I mean, Luke Farrell, did he want him? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Anyway, it's time for me to go lift weights. Coach, thank you very much. We'll be back on next week at Thursday as well, the same time, same place. Mm-hmm. Make sure you subscribe, follow Coach and me. And before we go, Floos, thank you for giving us something to talk about. And we're looking forward to, I'm super open-minded about your tenure, Floos. If I may call you Floos.
Happy to have you, Floos.